audio was not working with me. I was having a lot of technical difficulties at the time. It was like a 45-minute video. And since then, I have discovered, found some more of my collection. And so now here we're back with the actual video. And I'm very excited, so now we are back. And today I'm going to be showing you guys my case closed collection. So for those of you who don't know, Case Closed is a manga series. It is also an anime series. And this is volume 1. I have it in this shiny sleeve so that it can be protected because I don't read it that much anymore. I've read this series probably 4 or 5 times now. Before I say that with confidence, Case Closed is actually still going. We are in 2020. This anime started in 1980. No, I think it was like 1990s. Now, in the 1990s when this first started and this was first released, this was actually the sequel series. The first series to come out by Gosho Aoyama was Magic Kaito. And Magic Kaito is another character who makes appearances in this anime. However, Magic Kaito is a character all on his own, and he has his own anime. The anime is only in Japanese, and it is available on Crunchyroll. I went to Crunchyroll to watch it, and unfortunately I didn't really like it. I don't want to give you a bias, because then if you watch it you're gonna be like, oh, I remember this YouTuber I saw says he doesn't like it for this reason. You know what I mean? So I'll just say that I personally didn't like that series, and I'm glad that I went on to this one, because this is hands down my favorite anime series. Now on the back here, they always have this keyhole. I'm trying to do it backwards. And the keyhole always shows you a different character. Someone who's typically the main character for this episode. Each volume has about 3 episodes in it. Roughly 2, but yeah, sometimes 3. Or 2.5, because they love to leave you on cliffhangers in this show and in this manga, because it is a murder mystery solving series. So the back here, it says, Case Closed. Ghastly beheadings, bloody murders, and cold-hearted child abductions. Precocious high school student Jimmy Kudo uses his keen powers of observation and astute intuition to solve mysteries that have left law enforcement officials baffled. Hot on the trail of a suspect, Jimmy is accosted from behind and fed a strange chemical which physically transforms him into a grade schooler. So he turns from this teenager. They feed him that pill after they hit him in the head, and he turns into this child. It's pretty insane. Taking on the pseudonym Conan Edogawa, he attempts to track down the people who did this to him. But until he finds a cure for his bizarre condition, Jimmy continues to help the police solve their toughest cases. I like this at the bottom. It says, "Can you crack the case before Conan does?" It's very interesting because it's kind of like if you watch Scooby-Doo and you're like, oh, it was the janitor, he's the one that did it. You're always trying to find out who done it. That's why it's called like a who done it. Who done it, who done it, who done it, who done it. I don't really try to figure it out because I'm not like good at that. I'd rather just enjoy it. Plus, when it comes to TV shows, I am very gullible. So this is volume 1. I do have quite a bit of the series, but there's no way that I could ever afford the entire series. So unfortunately, I don't have the whole series, but nonetheless, I do have volume 2. I got this book for $3. That is so cheap. Manga are always $9.99. They always round it up to $10. It's $9.95 or something. Oh, here it is. Yeah, $9.95 in the USA and $14.50 in Canada. So I don't know. That's very strange. I don't remember paying this. I got it when I was a kid. So, this is volume 2. I don't know why that's on there. I won't read the back of all of these, but this is the beginning of Conan's journey. This one's mostly just him turning into a child. So the first half of it, he's Jimmy Kudo, the teenager, and then he's Jimmy Kudo, Conan Edogawa. So, which by the way, Conan is for Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and Edogawa is another famous detective that he likes to read stories of. And when Jimmy was cornered, he came up with that name as fast as he could. And that's why his name is Conan. This is volume 2. I won't be talking for a little bit. I'm just gonna tap on some of the volumes of the books that I have, and then I'll pause and show you some of the other stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. I have volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I am missing volumes 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is volume 9, so you could probably see the despair on my face when I realized it. I've obviously known that I don't have volumes 5 through 8, but the place that I normally buy my manga from just stopped carrying, case closed, because at the time they weren't very popular and they weren't making enough money from it, even though I was buying them all. And I requested him to give me more. I was like, please, if you bring more, I will buy it. But he played stupid. He's like, oh, I don't make the orders. And I'm like, you're the only one that works here. Anyway, so we were talking a little bit about Kaito Kid. Now, he is the Phantom Thief Kaito Kid. This is what he looks like. So, Kaito Kid is Kaito Kid. Kaito, in Japanese it's like Kaito Kito. He is the Phantom Thief. He goes from like fancy place to fancy place, mostly like art museums and rich people's homes and stuff, and he steals really fancy jewels and relics, and he does it basically just to show off. He kind of does it just to show to the police that they're not really in control and he's capable of going around everything they do, and no one can ever catch him. No one knows who he is. No one knows his identity. And Conan Edogawa is a detective, so sometimes they call in the police force and some detectives to try and stop this vigilante. From stealing any jewels or relics from museums. And he always gets away in some flashy style, and it's really cool. He's such a cool character. I feel like because he already had his own background in the other show, oh my god, what is it? Oh, Magic Kaito. In Magic Kaito, since he had basically his own show, they were able to work with all of his background characters stuff. And that's how they came up with such a good character. And he's not a main character at all in this series. In Case Closed, he really just shows up, I think, in 2 or 3 episodes. Which, by the way, again, I cannot say that with complete confidence because I only have the first 5 seasons on DVD because that's all that was released in English. Everything else is in Japanese. So, my best friend also, for Christmas 2 years ago, she gave me this. He's so cute. So, again, this is also Kaito Kid. And, okay, that's way too dangerous, I'm not doing that. She gave me this little Kaito Kid, and he's so small, he's got the little monocle and everything. It's chibi. I normally don't like chibi, but this one's great. So this one was super cute. I have it up on my bookshelf next to my manga. So he's also very similar looking to Conan. And so they do a few jokes about that, about the fact that they look really alike. So, if you liked that, I do have, actually I'll show you that later. For now I want to show you my anime. Now, in Case Closed, I didn't actually start with this one. I went to, I'll tell you the whole story. So, my brother and I were watching TV, channels, and an anime series was on. The anime had ended. I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, it was over, and I didn't realize it was going to end soon, so I was really sad when I got back. And then this show was on. He's just getting choked. Goals. I'm just kidding. So, sorry, my dog is waking up. So, we were watching this show because our other show had ended, and at first I was a little upset because it was some other anime that I wasn't looking forward to, but it wound up being really good. It was this episode where this little girl, it's hard to point to, she got kidnapped and she was in the trunk of a car, and there was like a severed head and blood, and she was freaking out. And when they finally catch her, all the little kids that are on that same couch, these little kids, when they catch up to her, they're also right here. Except for her, she's not really in the anime yet. She's like season 6. So they finally catch up to her and they find her in the trunk and they're ready to take her out. And when they do, they see the head as well and they all get scared. And it turns out it's a prop for a movie. And the guy's an actor and he was practicing his lines in the car. And that's why he was saying so many horrible things. It's such a good episode. So anyways, I wound up liking it so much that this is going to be loud, I'm going to do it over here. The show wound up being so good that we watched it like every week. And when it was on, I was addicted. So I wound up going to this place called Fry's Electronics. And when we went to Fry's Electronics, they had seasons 3, 4, and 5. I bought them all right then and there. I bought them all. And I loved it so much that I was like, I need seasons 1 and 2. So I went and got seasons... Well, no. I think I got season 1, and then later on we went back and they had season 2. So, now they're mine. As you can see, there are 4 DVDs here. Each DVD has about 4 episodes on it, and if I were to remove this disc, you'd be able to see it, but I'm not going to remove it right now. I will remove later seasons, but I'll show you that later. So that is season 1. Oh, I was wrong. They had seasons 2, 3, and 4. But I remember starting on season 3. I don't know why. So this is season 2. As you can tell, they're totally different from season 1. You can see the discs are in here on the side. And they slide out. I'm just going to take out one right now, because with these finger claws it's hard to put things back. Let's see what we got. This is season 2, discs 3 and 4. On disc 3, we have episode 41, Billionaire Birthday Blues Part 2. Now, that means that on disc 2, it's Billionaire Birthday Blues Part 1. I kid you not. They end seasons on cliffhangers sometimes. So you'll be in the middle of a murder mystery, solving the case. Conan is about to solve it. He's like, I think I get it. My dog just gave me a funny look. And so they'll be like, I think I get it. I know what the answer is. We need to do something in order to catch this killer before he kills again. Because yes, there are actual murderers in this show. So, for example, disc 2, which is, it looks just like this, but it's another box. Disc 2 has Billionaire Birthday Blues Part 1. Something's going on. I love that episode, by the way. So, they're at a billionaire's house, and it's the daughter's birthday, and everybody's having a great time, but then she's dead. They find her in a tub, and then they all try to call the police. No signal up there. There's no Wi-Fi. I don't think there's internet back then. Yeah, there was. Of course there was. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no cell connection. There's no landlines. So there's no way to call anyone for help. So they say, okay, one of us will drive down the road. Everyone's tires are slashed, except for one car. Anyways, obviously you can tell I remember. But, so long story short, they get to like a certain point where everything's dangerous. That looks really cool. Everything is in danger, but they are ready to solve the case pretty soon. And then the episode ends and you need another disc to start it. Now that's not a big deal. This is all still part of season 2, right? In the end of season 5, there's part 1, and part 2 is on season 6. Annoying, right? It gets worse. That's the motto for 2020. So anyways, at the end of season 5, it's a part 1, and part 2 is going to be on season 6. But if you remember me saying earlier, there's no season 6 in English. Yeah, I know. So, I should have remembered that, my bad. Oh, this is a good one. On the backs of all of these, they show you characters. And for this one, they have Conan and Jimmy. Obviously, they are the same person. This is Jimmy that I am showing you right now on the camera. And that's Conan. Jimmy. Conan. Jimmy. Conan. this cool thing. I'm not even sure what it is. Actually, yes I am. Ew, I looked gross like that. Honestly, I think I look gross with this hat like this. I've never worn a hat backwards, but when I wear it forwards, my light is right above me, so it made me look like I had no eyes or something. That was my chair, I swear. My friend bought this for me in Japan. I think this is from one of the movies, which there are quite a few movies, but I only have 5 of them. I'm not sure what movie this is from, but you can see they are all in sailor. Okay, you kind of can't see it because it's not loading, but they are in sailor outfits. So, I'm assuming it's a sailor movie. I would love to see it, but I don't know how to watch it. So, on here, you can barely see it. Please load. Oh my God. This is Mitch, and he is part of the Junior Detective League, which is a detective group that Conan puts together because he wants to continue solving cases. But his friends want to help him too, so they join him. So it's nearly impossible to hold something with these claws. I'm not even gonna try it, it's gonna be so loud. The movie is called Private Eye in the Distant Sea. I've never read the back of this. I know you can't either, but it says it there. You're just gonna have to trust me. While she was there, she also got me this book of stickers. Or it's a notepad, I'm not sure. I think it's a notepad. This is also from a movie. And it looks like I've actually seen this one. I have not seen this one. It is a book of stickers. Oh, I've used a few of these. On my old laptop, I put some of these on it. The Phantom Thief. This is a great image of him. Oh yeah, but of course it's not loading. Why would it? I have volumes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 21, 24, and 25. The manga, it does continue in English. I don't think there's any point that they stop making it in English. However, it is still going, so there's probably most recent volume? Do I just go to Google and say that? 74 and 75. Oh, this is gonna be in my history forever now. I'm just gonna go to Google. Okay, I'm gonna turn my volume down and I'm just gonna ask Google. What is the most recent volume of Case Closed manga? No. I'm gonna type it in myself. Most recent. Okay. List of Case Closed volumes. Oh, here it is. No. Oh, never mind. I thought that was something else. Okay, someone asked, is Detective Conan manga finished? It says, the manga episodes are way ahead of the anime, which means there are many episodes yet to come. According to the currently released manga episodes, the manga itself is still being released and will be re-releasing by the end of 2019, so episodes will be releasing by 2020 until a new manga episode of 2020 releases. Okay. Oh, you know what? I saw on here list of Case Closed volumes. Volume list. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a long scroll. Oh, is that it? Is there 98? I think there's 98 volumes. I'll figure it out and I'll post it in the comments. Let's pick up another volume. This is season 4. On the front you can see, here's another friend of his. He calls himself the Great Detective of the West. Oh, and back here, this is Conan's mom. It's actually Jimmy's mom, but how do they describe it? I don't remember. Yeah, it's Jimmy's mom, right? Oh my god, I haven't seen this series in so long. On the bottom, you can see some photos of some of the episodes that are in this season. Anyways, let's see what image is on the back of this. I promise you none of them are gonna fall. Disc 1. Disc 2. Oh, this is so wholesome. You kind of can't see Rachel because of the thing in the way, but it's Conan and Rachel. And they're sitting on a bench together. And it's so sweet because they're best friends. They were best friends and almost dating at the beginning when Conan was still Jimmy. But now that he's Conan, it's really complicated. I won't go into detail. kid, by the way. Although they are both Japanese, which is really funny. Like, and I don't know. Anyways, I think this is really cool because there's a small sheet in front of this that's making it shiny. It's kind of like, what's the point in this? But I love it. And this is also from Private Eye in the Distant Sea. Private Eye in the Distant Sea. You can see that in the corner there. It says Private Eye in the Distant Sea. I gotta watch this movie. I doubt it's in English, but I used to not watch anime that were in Japanese because I struggle with multitasking the reading and watching. Because in anime there's so much going on. Like you look down for a second and you miss something. Especially in a movie, in a show where you're trying to pay attention to every detail. You know what I mean? So you can't be like skimming down here and then looking up here and then skimming and then, oh, I missed, like I could have seen that pen in the corner and realized that it was the killers all along. However, I've been watching a lot of anime on Crunchyroll in Japanese because most of the anime on Crunchyroll is in Japanese. And I feel confident now that I can probably go out and purchase Case Closed in its original language. And I'm sure that'll be fine. The thing is, the English voice casting and the Japanese voice casting, original voice acting, OVA. The OVA for Case Closed, obviously the people are totally different. I don't know. I think I wrote something in here. I did, yeah. These pages are really cool. They've got steering wheels on them from a ship. claws. Okay, I got it. This is also the manga. Is this really volume 1? Oh, it's volume 7. Whatever. So this is volume 7 of the manga in Japanese. It's the original manga. I think it's butt ugly, but that's okay. Jesus. See her like up here at the top of this page. She's like screaming. They must have just seen a dead body. So you can see her face there. This is what they had just seen. My God. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is a very gruesome anime. Not for the lighthearted. Let's slip this baby off. I did not need to make that sexual, I'm sorry. So this is pretty cool because it comes with a sleeve cover for it, which I think is very convenient but also very unnecessary because really now you just have this gray dull book. But anyways, these are really cool. My friend gave me 5 volumes of this for like Christmas present one year. We've known each other for like, I don't know, like 10 years. I'm not gonna be able to put that back right now. Actually, you know what? If I do it like this, I can. We'll do it together. We took it off, we gotta put it back on. Don't be rude. Yes, sir. So as you can see, it's just like any other manga. So I'm going to show you a few more of these. And then I'm going to show you something really cool. This one's ugly, I'm over it. This is volume 8. Oh my gosh. That's Serena. Serena is Rachel's best friend, and she's so funny. I feel like I'm her, but a male. dog is snoring. This is volume 11. And on the back here, I believe this is Rachel's mom. My dog's snoring, or both of my dogs' snoring are very loud. Both of my dogs snoring. Both of my dogs is snoring. I know there's another way to word it. Both of my dogs snore very loud, but I want to make that sentence work. Both of my dogs snoring is very loud. It's that, or both of my dogs snoring are very loud. No, it is. Both of my dogs is snoring. Dogs is as in with an apostrophe at the end. Both of my dogs is snoring is very loud. Oh, I love this episode. This is from The Goblin Spirit. So, that's actually one of the first episodes I ever saw. So that episode has a special place in my heart. And that is episode 1 on season 3, disc 1. So the first episode of disc 1 on season 3. Here we have volume 12. Oh, I thought I had volume 1 in Japanese. Here on the back we can see Mitch. He's the one that I was showing you on that keychain from Private Eye in the Distant Sea. So this is also another Japanese manga. This one is also a Japanese manga, volume 13. This is, I believe, just a character, like one of the, I'm almost at NPCs. This is just one of the characters in the episode of this manga. Okay, so that's all of the regular Japanese manga that I have, but I have one more. This one is super cool. It is also in Japanese. However, it's got a cool twist. By the way, look at this. Look at this American price I paid for it. $6.40 in Japanese. Japan, I think these are... Oh, it says 781. I think it's 781 yen, which typically rounds up to like $8.50 or $8. So, actually paid pretty cheap for this. So anyways, here's the cool thing about it. It's all in color. The entire book. No, I can't read it, so what? Mind your own business. I can actually read some of it, but I just can't make out what they're saying. Especially because kanji's like ridiculously hard. And you know us Americans giving up, so. I never made it that far into my Japanese career. So, that's everything that I have. I will continue tapping on stuff while I say goodbye. What am I gonna tap on? Oh, you know what? Don't leave yet. Oh, am I so stupid? Here's my movie collection. So this is the first movie, Captured in Her Eyes. This is not the first movie. The Time Bomb Skyscraper is the first movie. Now this movie is obviously the first one I saw because it is the first movie that came out for this series. Oh, this is Dr. Oh my god, I'm thinking Dr. Egad from Luigi's Mansion. I hate myself right now, I can't remember. So anyways, Conan as a child needs to be able to do lots of things that an adult is supposed to be able to do to a culprit. He needs to be able to tackle them if he knows they're guilty and they're trying to run. He needs to be able to interrogate them with the same mojo as an adult. But how can he do that when he's a small child? He can't. So instead he uses gadgets. He has a wristwatch, and on the wristwatch he is able to stun people. So he shoots a stun gun and it paralyzes them. It knocks them out actually for a little while. When they are paralyzed and knocked out, he uses his bow tie. And his bow tie has a voice modulator on it, and it allows him to speak as if he were someone else. So sometimes he uses it on, actually all the time, he uses it on that guy all the way on the top. And he is Rachel's dad, and Rachel's dad is a detective. He's pretty horrible at his job. So Conan zap, he zaps him with his gun. I mean, not his gun. He zaps him with his stun gun on his wristwatch. He positions Richard's body so that he looks like he's just thinking. And then he covers his mouth so that you can't tell that it's somebody else talking for him. And Conan goes behind his chair and he talks into his bow tie. And it looks like Richard is the one solving the case when really it's Conan. So this is the first movie. I explained it for a reason. The second movie. Actually, I don't know the order, but the second movie must be this one. It's called Captured in Her Eyes, which is the first one that I showed you. Captured in Her Eyes. I don't know, but he uses his skateboard a lot. And in his skateboard, he's a kid, so he likes skateboarding, right? Except, my gosh, I will remember. Oh my god, Dr. Agasa. How can I forget? So Dr. Agasa helps him, and he makes him some new gadgets. The new gadgets allow him to be better at his job. And for the skateboard, he made it into a hoverboard. The hoverboard is solar powered, so it'll never run out. And it makes him go very, 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 very fast. So he uses it a lot in this movie. The next movie I have here is called The Phantom of Baker Street. This one's probably my favorite movie because I have always dreamed of going to the UK and going to go see Big Ben. London is just beautiful to me, and I've always wanted to go. I've never been. And as you can see here, they go. It is through like a virtual game that they get there, but it doesn't matter. They're still there. And while they're there, they have to solve a case. I believe they're solving the case of Jack the Ripper, but it is a little bit different. So anyways, he uses his regular gadgets in this movie as well. And this movie is so good. All the movies are just lit. This one is called The Last Wizard of the Century, and this one has a lot to do with Phantom Kid 1412. I'm not going to explain 1412, that's a long story. So, as you can see here, that's what he looks like. So, this movie has a lot to do with him, and I believe it's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm not even going to try to guess what it's about. Oh my god, it's complicated. I'm not gonna explain it. There's a lot of Fabergé eggs that he's trying to protect. Anyways, so that movie's also amazing. This last movie is called Countdown to Heaven. I have not seen this movie, even though I have owned it for like 10 years. When I bought this movie, I opened it up. I took the movie out, I put it into my DVD player, and he started using one of his gadgets, and I had never seen it before, and I was like, what the heck? Also, if you can see up here, there's a new character. She's also right here. She is a character that shows up later in the manga series, and through the first 5 seasons that I showed you that I have on DVD, she's not in them. She is not introduced yet, probably until season 6 or 7. In the manga, she's introduced, and it's a big plot twist. It's like a really cool introduction into the story. You're very far in. Oh, there she is. And she's known by like 3 different names, because there's the manga, there's the English anime, and there's the OVA for the anime. Jesus, I'm not even kidding. Rachel is Ran, R-A-N, in the Japanese anime. And she's the same thing in the manga. This girl is named Anita in the movie. In the animation, she's Anita. In the manga series, I think she's called Anna or something else. And then in the Japanese one, she's called something totally different. So it's like, why do they do this? So that's gonna take some getting used to when I go back to watch some of this stuff. However, I never watched this because he was using gadgets that I had never seen before. And if he's using gadgets I've never seen before, it's probably because you're supposed to reach a certain point in the manga or anime before you watch this. Which means I wasn't that far caught up. If I was supposed to reach a certain point, you're supposed to probably also know about certain characters or certain truths that were revealed. Therefore, I wasn't ready to watch this, so I have never actually seen this movie, which is exciting, because that means I have something to watch one day. So, that is the entire collection that I have. I guarantee you I will find something else that I'm forgetting. Probably a phone case, or... I do have one more thing. Let me grab it. I'll be right back. I couldn't find it. Anyways, sorry about that. I'm actually glad I stopped there, because there was a car that went by and it was really loud. So, I do have one more thing, but I can't find it. However, I do plan on looking for a lot more case closed stuff after all of this that I just went through. I'm really excited to start watching it again. It's been about 3 or 4 years, or more actually, since I've seen the anime that I own, or any of the movies, or anything for that matter, or even read it. The reason why is because I have a horrible memory. And I figured that after a while, since I forget everything anyways, I would just let myself forget the whole entire anime, so that when I watch it, it's kind of like watching it for the first time again. So, since it's been so long, and since now I'm going through everything, by the way, you can hear my dog in the background, I'm sorry. Since it's been so long, and now that I've gone through everything and I'm like reliving it all, I'm just excited. So I'm gonna go look up some stuff, and maybe in about a few months or so, if you guys liked this video, I'll make a sequel for some of the new stuff that I have. So yeah, anyways, please let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. I worked really hard to make it. I got all my stuff together. It wasn't really that hard, actually. It was just really fun. So, I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Please let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these. I have 2 more videos coming up just like this one, but they're going to be for different, themes. Different collections. So anyways, I really appreciate you guys. I hope you fell asleep or got to relax during this. I'll see you in the next collection video or my next ASMR. Thank you. Good night. Bye.